I think my expert tip was definitely planning. I feel I spent a lot of time planning more than I executed, and I think if you fail to plan, you are just planning to fail. So my advice to my juniors would be that this course requires a lot of determination and it is going to test your patience multiple times, but my advice would be to just keep going and give your best shot, and it is going to be worth it in the end.
I think major focus should be on conceptual clarity rather than solving more questions. So first you focus more on the concepts, because the questions may or may not be the same as the institute study material. So you should always focus on concepts and try to dig in deeper and understand it more. So this course requires lots of dedication and determination. So be ready to sacrifice and be ready to give it your best shot. I think planning, consistency and undeterred focus is what distinguishes you, and it will make you a better person, and the results will show it, of course.
I think the first tip that helped me was to plan exhaustively. The plan has to be as minute as possible so that you are on track and you are aware of how much progress you have made so far in your journey. My advice to the juniors would be to be process oriented instead of result oriented. So there will be times when you will be starting to worry about the result, but then just stick to the process and don't worry much about the result. The result will definitely follow suit if you stick to your process.
I think frankly, I had just kept in mind that I don't want to open those books again. So I tell everybody, if you want, you just look at those books and say, if I don't want to open those books again, so study that this is your last shot. Keep a timetable, study with the classes and finish it in your one shot. Aim it that this is your last attempt.
So most important thing in preparations is summarization. Being able to study the entire syllabus in last 1.5 days makes you the winner. My advice to my juniors would be to keep a positive mindset always while preparing as well as while writing the exams. What you do in 3 hours matters the most. How much you have studied is a secondary part. But if you are able to maintain a positive mindset and keep your calm, you would do much better.
I would suggest to practice as many questions as you can during your first revision. That's the best time when you can make all your mistakes, and I would suggest to note down all your mistakes during the first revision, as it helps to eliminate all your mistakes as you go through your final revisions and your exams. I would advise to plan every day you can during your study leave. Every day is important. If you keep on planning, you can definitely achieve whatever you want.
Test yourself before ICI test you. हो जाएगा, उससे अच्छा करना है. Like if you be determined के pass हो जाऊंगा is not a thinking you should have. You should have a determination that I have to clear.
So plan well, study from the beginning so that there's a grip with the portion, and keep on practice. Management is a must, and listen diligently to whatever the professors say and follow that, because more or less you will learn in first attempt or later, but you will clear if you follow the professor's advice.
Well, the only thing that I can say is that plan well in advance and then stick to it. The advice is that stick to your plan, follow your professors, and please trust your gut.
Do plan. Planning is very, very essential, and follow that regularly. Consistency will get you through all the exams. Planning is very important, and the most important is have faith in yourself. You have come this far, you will go far.
Well, I always thought that to complete all my syllabus in that 1.5 days is very important. It helped me to even prepare myself for the exams. Stay consistent, stay disciplined. It's like a test game. You have to be consistent each and every day.
I went through the entire modules, which I think are a lot important for any ICI exam, so do that. Dream big and strive hard to achieve it, and just do the modules, because ICI will treat its book as the Bhagwan, so do that.
Practice lots of paper and study from one material only, that is ICI's material.
So in IPCC, I had not prepared section-wise notes, but this time I did, and it really helped me know the section content well and also write to-the-point answers. I would give them 3 tips. So make really concise notes to revise one day before the exams. Have a conceptual clarity and do not miss out on any topic.
The expert tip is like it's not just about hard work. The differentiator is also planning and the source from where you study the subjects. So students think it's only about putting more and more hours, but it's not like that. You need to plan your studies. That's really, really important. And apart from that, the selection of the source, the material from where you are studying, that's also really very crucial. Advice would be, you should focus more on the process. Like after giving the exams, you should feel satisfied, okay, I have given my best,
Now, no matter what the result be, I am satisfied that I have given my best. So whatever the result be, let's face it.
So revising regularly is the expert tip given by the professors, which has helped me a lot. I think putting your best efforts would help you in achieving the success, and please revise regularly.
So I realized this while giving the exam. You always have to write papers before you attempt the final paper. The importance of writing exams can only be understood while you are writing the final exam. You have to be consistent in your studies. If you have planned something for a day, you have to complete that in a day. And if it is for some reason not possible to complete that particular subject in that particular day, you have to make sure that you cover up in the coming days.
So this is like a very personal tip. You should write what you like, where you go wrong. Please make a note of all the points in each subject, like where you go wrong, what is the question number you go wrong, to enhance your performance every time you revise it. So you should write for each subject. You should make a separate book wherein you write all the points where you've been wrong. So that will help you understand the points where you go wrong each and every time you do it, and it will help you improvise your performance.
For me, I believe that there is no shortcut to success. You just have to keep on studying. For juniors, my advice is that you should stay determined. There will be one situation where you'll go completely blank, where you feel that everything is falling apart, but just keep on believing yourself and just keep on studying.
Plan well, don't overexert yourself at the wrong time so that you don't burn out. Study hard and luck will follow.
So you first understand your strengths and weaknesses that are there, and you then plan your study schedule and the times that is available as per the requirements that you need as per your capabilities. My advice would be the same that I have told, that plan your studies accordingly and focus on your strengths and weaknesses.
Work hard and consistency. Believe in yourself, have faith, don't be overstressed, take adequate breaks, and God will take care of the rest.
Keep revising frequently so that you don't forget. Try to make notes and try to cut down on your time in each reading so that you can complete your portion before the exam.
One expert tip that helped me was that after you clear IPCC, you already know what your weak subjects are. So in CA Final, you must work on your weak subjects to make them stronger, but at the same time, ensure that your strong subjects remain strong. My advice to my juniors would be, while you're on your last revision, note down how much time you're taking for each chapter and accordingly plan your day on the day of the exam. How will you study, which will be the first chapter, how long will you take? Because on the day of the exam, it's impossible to plan. So that should be done beforehand.
I think one thing which in a CA final examination matters is persistence. Conceptually is obviously very important, but it's like you shouldn't take a lot of breaks in between. It's like persistently you have to study for these 6 months. I'd say study hard, that's it.
So I would always make notes for each and every subject in my own words, and which would help me concise all the concepts, and it would help me to study it one day before the exams. Always be dedicated and determined, and aim for higher goals, so you will succeed over there.
Yeah, so I think we both of them have been with JK Shah classes from the very start, which is FYGC and SYGC. So this JK Shah classes, we've spent so much time here that it has become our second home, and there's so much comfort here, and we're just open to everything that we can.
Exactly, it has been a second home to the both of us, and we feel really comfortable here, speaking with the professors, speaking with the management, so it has been really great. Also, the professors have been really supportive. So initially during the classes as well as after the pandemic came in, we could reach out to the professor via social media and ask them real-time queries, and they would also help guide us and motivate us further.
Right, and the material, especially the material, was so exhaustive and it was so aptly made that it was just everything that we needed for revision. So we did not have to spend time making extra notes, though the material was just apt.
Absolutely. Also, talking about the test series, it was a really good experience because it gave us the discipline to study each chapter and attempt the papers and assess our performance really well.
True, and the most important thing which we feel about JK Shah classes is that it is all subjects under one roof. So we did not have we did not have to spend a lot of time planning which subject to do when, how do we do it. It had planned everything for us already, and we just had to attend the classes and everything was just set up. So I mean, it was such a big support that we couldn't appreciate it more. Thank you so much, JK Shah classes.
Completely agree with Komal. Thank you, JK Shah classes.